go.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Bikes and Brews, where we're definitely not half drunk already.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about Sea Otter stuff.
We're going to talk about
We're on location.
We're going to talk about Sea Otter stuff. That's what you sounded like.
Okay.
Okay, we're in Monterey.
We're here in Monterey for
How do you
Sea
say
Otter.
Monterey in Spanish?
Yeah, Monterey.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's where they have a special type of jack cheese.
Jack cheese.
Oh my god.
We're here at Sea Otter again.
Still. For the fourth time.
Yes.
Super fun.
Yep.
It's been a blast. We had a good time. There's a big festival here. There's a lot of different bike events, but also there are a lot of different vendors. And it's been a lot of fun just walking around to see all the different vendors.
What?
And
Your guess is as good as mine, dude.
yeah, we're gonna talk about the vendors, and also
Yes.
we're gonna
talk about some of the cool things we saw.
Yeah, and we're gonna have some beers.
But before we do that,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about this beer right here.
What do we got today?
Something from the locals.
Lagunitas, little something something.
Little something something.
Smooth and silky IPA from
Don't tell us the
Petaluma.
alcohol content.
I know how this works,
No,
man.
you don't. You've been absent for a
Petaluma,
while.
California. All right?
Petaluma. Where's Petaluma at?
Be responsible. Please
Petaluma,
recycle.
NorCal.
21 years or older.
Yeah, it is NorCal.
Thanks.
They've got a cute dog for a logo.
It's just north of Modesto.
It's not a dog. That's a
Favorite
woman.
place for a fun
You
day.
bad person.
Totally.
Oh, okay. The dog.
The dog.
Little hair of the dog.
Soccer kick to the
I
ribs.
disapprove.
There's that. To match you all, I brought some Lagunitas as well. This is a hoppy refresher. And
That's about the most worthwhile thing you can do with those beers, too.
It's zero alcohol.
Totally.
This is actually sparkling hop water. This is
water.
actually
Hot
really
water.
good.
Sparkling
Yeah,
hop
it's,
Is that
this
like
isn't even
bomb
a-
water?
This is not even a beer.
Sparkling bomb water?
Really doing this?
Since we're away from home, we're drinking out of
very
solo
good.
cups. I like that.
Because we're in college again.
We're in college again.
I saw that.
Yes.
They're just not red, but that's good.
Should I have not even
I
gone?
picked a blue because it's
No.
a little bit more sophisticated.
No, here, this will be yours.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, is this our political affiliation?
Huh?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Maybe.
Or whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to
the
do
label
it.
party.
Most of my beer is going in garbage.
Boy.
Here, Carl.
Yes.
No,
Cheers.
you could. Yeah. Cheers.
Oh, you already got... How did I get more than you did?
Welcome to
This is bullshit.
Sea Otter.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Are you okay?
Cheers. Sláinte.
Oh wait, but let's introduce ourselves.
Oh, who are you?
My name is Los.
Where am I?
Los. I'm Carl,
Ryan?
with the spelled wrong.
Yes.
Kenji.
Yes. Great.
Historically insignificant to this channel.
That's not true. You've always been on our hearts and our
Yes,
minds.
as far as you know.
You're like 20 episodes.
By the way, we are Bikes and Brews. I don't
Yes,
know if
we
you've
are
said
Bikes and
that.
Brews. Yes.
Okay, well, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you tasted it.
Wow, that was quick.
Wow.
That was like
I learned all I need to know.
a little something something quick.
Yeah, I know. I learned all I need to know.
what are the tasting notes for you?
I'm doing it right now.
Ooh, let's read this. Lagunitas has a lot of different types of
Oh,
beers.
sharp.
Alcohol by volume?
Hold on, don't tell me.
I won't. I will not.
It's got a
It
little
says
bit more.
smooth and silky IPA.
Fresh cut grass.
Yeah, a little bit fresh cut
Shirts
grass.
off?
Yeah, shirts off. It's a little citrusy.
Beach volleyball.
Dicks out for Harambe.
For Harambe?
I guess
Is
so.
that an Overwatch joke?
It might have been. I played Overwatch for a while.
No, he's
You
Gen Z.
would.
Yeah.
You would.
Nerd.
Okay, I'm saying
Alcohol by volume is
6.8.
5.9.
What?
5.9.
You don't know IPAs.
7.5.
Did you not see the label?
6.9. How about
Really? You nailed it. 7.5.
Fuck yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, look
Good
at
fuck,
that.
Carl.
It's sharp.
Look at that. You're our next RJ.
Why me? I was closer. This guy was below an IPA number.
Yeah.
I said 6.9.
No, you didn't.
No,
you
he
said
said
5.9.
I
You're the
know,
local
but then I
beer
corrected
snob.
myself.
No, I
Yeah.
just corrected
Nobody
you.
heard you.
Yeah.
You correct yourself in your
Wait,
head.
you mean
Yeah.
this is recorded?
Yeah.
Run it
That's
back.
good.
Okay, rating. Rating. What stood out? For once, you know, the hops definitely stand out.
That's
Yeah.
a 4.
Oh.
Wow, you're
That's
aggressive.
That's actually
a little
high
higher than I
IPA.
thought.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
this
Yeah.
guy.
That might be the
I
highest.
think
IPA.
IPAs are growing on him.
That, no,
I
that's
think
not,
so. Yeah,
yeah.
he's going
I
some
think his
Harris.
It's a
palate-
little
his
unfiltered,
palate
so it's
is
not as edgy
changing.
as I thought it would be.
I wish they'd filter it. Get all the shit out.
No, the unfiltered
That's a
actually
word.
smooths it out a little bit.
If you could filter the entire beer out and just drink water, you
It smells
probably
better
would.
than it tastes.
Okay.
It smells hoppy. You probably don't like that smell.
No, it smelled kind of pleasant.
What does it taste like?
It smells kind of
It's a
pleasant.
little citrusy. You can definitely taste.
Yeah,
the
it's the
hops.
citrus.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
little bit sharp.
It's citrus. It's a pioneer hop for sure.
Yes, it's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it kind
I'm
of.
not a huge fan, but I've never been that big of a
You know
fan
what?
of IPA.
You know what it
especially
kind of
this
tastes like is like that really cheap like pine scent that people try
Pine
to
Sol?
spread.
Pine Sol.
Yeah, it tastes like if I haven't drank pine sol, but I imagine that's what it tastes like.
Okay. Okay.
The clean and power of pine sol.
Okay, so I'm an IPA person, so I love IPAs, and
Gross.
this for me is like a traditional kind of easy drinking West Coast IPA. It's
West
your
Coast?
standard, yeah, it's your standard fare.
I would say
So
it's more in between West and East to me because it's not doesn't have that really strong it doesn't taste as strong as like a Stone Brewing or something like that.
That's
well,
on
but
the
that's
whole end
yeah,
of the
that's
spectrum.
super
That's
aggressive.
West Coast.
It is West
Yeah,
Coast.
I get
but
that,
it's
but that's
such a
like
wild
if you're on the
example.
continuum of West Coast IPAs, Stone's like out here in terms
Yeah.
of their crazy hoppiness.
I don't give a shit where the IPA is from. I don't want it.
Okay.
Anti, you're so anti.
My
God, you're
goodness.
so mad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Don't
Hops.
stand next to these lights because we'll look through you.
I'm like one of those deep sea fish.
Yes.
You are like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
DC
yeah.
fish.
With a little bit of pink.
Yeah.
You gotta put the light up behind it.
Totally. I like that.
Definitely not used to attention.
No.
You know what though? That'd be cheap though to be your physician because you don't need an X-ray. You just
Yeah.
Put a flashlight
Yeah.
behind you.
Just
Just
the
a,
organs.
just a nice
and everything.
LED panel.
Yeah.
Step in front,
Yes,
son.
that's it.
absolutely.
Easy. Yeah. Easy
Did you
cheap.
rate this?
No, my rating's gonna be about a 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you kind of liked it. That's as high as you're going to go on this one?
Fucking gross.
Yeah, but it's kind of just an average, your average IPA.
Pretty basic.
Okay.
Fair.
I'm going to give this a 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
Not your favorite.
Well, sometimes when I drink an IPA, and I'm not a big fan of IPAs. If I find one that I like, there's something that kind of stands out to offset that strong hoppy
Okay.
flavor.
Yeah.
And this
Like
does have a
peach
little
rum?
bit of citrus, but the grass comes out first
Oh, okay.
to me.
Like
What are,
peach
you,
rings?
what are you doing with that?
What are you doing with that?
I'm a little worried.
Yeah, dopey.
It's
Are
not
you
a
checking your
samurai
text
sword.
right now?
It's nothing to see here.
I was.
Oh God.
I know you're a few
Are you
generations
Harry Carey
removed.
or
but
nothing?
Yeah.
I know you're a few generations removed. but
Yeah. Yeah.
Please control yourself.
Yeah.
I'll try.
I would love.
No, I wouldn't.
Leave the microphone there.
Try that.
Oh, good.
What are
Try
you
it.
drinking? Lagunitas.
Try. Yeah. This is a
Palm
hop
water.
refresher. Try it.
That was not gonna be good.
Just try it.
Such a pusher.
Totally. What is that supposed to be?
This
Yeah.
is
It's like a sparkling hopped water.
Oh,
That's-
so it's not even a beer.
Correct.
that.
Oh.
Okay, that
I
is.
did hear you say that earlier, but I thought you were just being sarcastic.
No.
Okay, so you know
Yeah,
how
try it, hold on, let me
LaCroix
lift the
kind of
lens.
tastes like it was stored.
Yeah, right. That was awesome.
Nice.
You know how LaCroix tastes like it was stored in a room next to the whatever it's named at, like the flavor it's after? Mm-hmm. Like it was a strawberry. It's like you might have smelled the strawberry.
Artificial
once.
flavor too. Is it artificially tasting?
That's just a. That's hoppy LaCroix.
Hoppy
That
LaCroix.
doesn't sound good at all to me.
Try it.
Well, give it a whirl.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
Try it.
I don't mind it.
No, it's not
What?
offensive.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
It's not
It's-
offensive at all.
I
This is
think
gonna bum me out. I think.
no. I think if you think
think
of
it
it
will.
as
No, it's-
LaCroix, then it's not
It's
bad.
it's
Yeah, it's-
hop.
if you
flavored
go in with the
LaCroix.
expectations of beer,
Do I want a hoppy Lacroix? No.
Yeah.
Something with hops in it.
sure.
Just
Why
let's
not?
try it.
It's not like a strong bitter hop. See, it's just
What is that flavor?
hops.
Which one?
This sounds more. It tastes a little bit more than just.
There's
that.
some mint in there, I think.
Maybe that's it.
I don't taste
It's not
mint
that
at
rad
all.
at all.
Splashed with a citrusy zing.
I would drink that before Arrowhead.
I would drink
Do you-
Lacroix before
really?
this.
Isn't Arrowhead just tap water?
You don't
Arrowhead's
yeah.
fucking gross.
like. You don't like Arrowhead?
No,
Do you like Arrowhead more than Dasani?
I would drink 10 gallons.
Where are we
of
going with this
Dasani.
conversation?
Really?
Yes, before
Dasani-
Arrowhead.
Dasani's
Dasani is not
terrible.
my choice, but yeah.
You're a Fiji guy, aren't you?
No. Fiji is just Arrowhead in a fancy bottle for people with
Okay.
hoity-toity
Okay.
tastes.
We're gonna deep dive. What's your favorite water?
I had a good water today. I don't remember what the name of it was. It was that blue bottle.
Splendor.
Splendor. Yes.
You know, that
Oh, the
it
blue
doesn't
water?
bum me out as
That
much.
was
as
it was
does.
refreshing.
If you don't
Ecuador?
you're
Wherever
not going
the
into
fuck
it
it
with the
was. From
expectation of a
Ecuador.
non-alcoholic beer. You're going into it with the expectation of I'm drinking hop water.
Yeah, it's
maybe,
way.
maybe that's
so
my
it's
problem. I went
completely
into there thinking that
Yeah.
it's
way
a
different.
bad beer.
Told you not to.
I know you.
He doesn't. He listen. He doesn't listen. Okay, so what's your favorite? So, what's your favorite part of?
You might want to pick that.
We are not getting the security deposit back.
So, what's your favorite part of? Like, what did you see today that you really enjoyed?
Okay, let's go there. Well, let's talk about bikes first because there's a lot of different bikes that are being released.
Two wheels, chains. We got some gears sometimes.
Sorry.
What else about bikes?
Wow.
Well, the new ones, yeah, have lots of. They have that.
Saucy.
What was the favorite? What was the favorite bike that you saw today?
Yes. Ryan.
Okay, I've got a. I'm not going to say specifically what the product is, but I'm going to introduce it.
Okay, please do.
So, what I think has really defined Sea Otter this year has been innovation. So, there's been
I know where this is
a
going.
bunch of
It's not gonna
things
be good.
where
I don't know. What
there's
Go
there's
ahead.
been there's
Please don't
been
let me stop you.
there's been a couple aero bikes which have been cool. You've got from Strom, that's awesome to see. How narrow they've made the head tube has been
Oh
awesome.
yeah, strong. Yeah, Dave's stuff.
There's been all sorts of different cool linkages and stuff on the downhill and enduro side of
Yep.
things. I don't know shit about it, but I appreciate the machining and stuff. Of
Yeah.
it.
Some of them are pretty jewelry.
So I feel like this year at Sea Otter, there's been a lot of newer products that are actual innovation in the industry, and I think there's one.
So what bike do you like?
We'll get there.
Okay.
So I feel like there's one brand that's gone above and beyond in terms of innovation,
Okay.
Please do tell.
and it's Van Rysel.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I
so
liked what they had.
so I feel like they've really kind of broken the mold.
Von Riesel.
Yeah, whatever.
Von Riesel.
But they've really broken the mold and gotten away from a lot of like the stereotypes that traditionally define that, brand and heritage.
Okay.
So my favorite product that they've brought out was actually
Oh God.
it was actually soap, because we all know the French don't shower. So they gave away these
They did.
they came out with Roubaix themed soap.
They did.
Where it's got little coffee grounds in it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't smell particularly good because they probably don't have a lot of experience making soap yet. but it's shaped but it's shaped like a little cobblestone, and I thought that was downright adorable.
That's innovative.
The
That's
highlight, I mean, you
Because
don't
they
even
are-
have to smoke a cigarette while you use it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They are based very close to
So
Roubaix.
offensive.
Are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
They what?
Correct. They're
Yeah,
based
they're
very
based near Roubaix.
Roubaix.
Okay.
Hence the cobblestone.
Or is it Roubaix? Just add vowels in your French.
What is your outright disdain for the French?
Have you met the French?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Great.
Wow. So generalized.
Dare you.
Oh my god. So that has nothing to do with
what,
bikes.
Yeah, so what bike did you like today?
So what bike did you like?
Good
today?
God.
What bike did you like to see this weekend?
I mean, the soap was a standout.
Oh, for crying out loud!
So,
a
Kenji,
whole
what-
weekend of bikes and the soap was the standout.
Kenji,
so
what- yeah, go ahead.
I will say the Von Riesel RCR-F was quite cool.
You mean the 2025 Specialized Venge?
You said that, I laughed, but it is pretty freaking sweet. The Strom, that was pretty amazing. That was kind of a standout for
Yeah.
me. Let's see, what else did I like? They had a bunch of really, really nice custom painted canyons, aeroads that were
Oh yeah, with the
Sweet.
My Canyons, because
Yeah,
you can
that was-
get them.
those
So you can
are
go
really
ahead
pretty.
and pay for premium colorways that you don't actually get to design, and then choose from 3 saddles that are all the same model at a different price point.
Wow.
Good lord.
Yeah.
If you're gonna call a bike custom, like at least let people pick a fucking crank length, and bar width, bar shape, whatever. You already have the parts. Let people pick them.
So
Sorry, I'm not here for marketing wank.
Okay.
It's not marketing wink. I like the RCRF. I thought it was cool.
No, the RCRF is fine. It's a functional aero bike, and it
I
looks
think
exactly.
I think it's a pretty bike, and it's at a. I think
a good
they're,
price
they're
point,
the
too.
kind of the new kid on the block Canyon.
Right.
Yes.
Like coming at
Yeah.
a decent price point, but still giving a lot of value for the performance and everything like that. I don't think they're doing anything too innovative.
I think
it's
they're
just
doing stuff really well.
Yeah, they're doing everything that like
It's a
companies
solid
like
value.
Canyon do, and they come in at a good price and performance.
I mean, the joke I've been making is it's the 2025 Specialized Venge, which is actually a very
but
high.
every bike's pretty much.
No,
that
but
at
my
this
point is that's a very high compliment. If any other bike came,
Okay,
if any other brand came out with a
I
bike,
totally thought it. You meant it as a compliment.
Yeah.
it's
Seriously.
I'm giving them shit, but like in the same moment, the Specialized Venge is like the aero bike for so many people, and they still won't fucking get over it, despite the fact it's been 2 generations of bikes since they've released one. So
Cue rant.
Wow.
my point is like if Van Rysel can come out with an aero bike that is approachably priced, and it instantly evokes like iconic aero bike, they've done a damn good job.
Okay. I guess that's a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I really
Moderately
enjoyed
so.
Well, I mean, I've done everything but call them cheese-eating surrender monkeys at this point. So
I really enjoyed talking to Alexei Vermeulen.
Vermeulen.
he's very
Yeah.
red, more so than me.
Well, yeah, that's because he got third at the gravel race the other day, and he was awesome. He was a super nice guy. Alexei's a good guy. I saw his Envy Mog, which I was very envious about. No pun intended. I love the Mog, and he had some sweet Kenda tires. We started talking about the Kenda tires on it, and that was super cool to watch. It was really cool. He had his bacon strips just on his seat stays.
Yeah, that's
two bacon strips on both sides.
That's a great little hack.
Yeah,
I
that
might
was cool.
steal that. Yeah, electrical taped on the seat stays, the bacon strip and the poker.
That's it.
Preset.
Yeah,
Two pokers.
ready to go.
Ready to go, yeah.
Yeah,
So that was super cool. Really nice guy. He talked to me about the Envy Crusher. The Kenda Crusher that was on the back, which I just picked up those wheels. Sorry, those tires from Roger. So I'm going to test those out. Those look awesome. Those are the new ones from Kenda. And then he had a cross-country tire on the front, 2.2 Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang.
and then he had a 50 on the back, so that was pretty sweet. He
crazy.
was ripping on that. So really nice guy. Met him, met his dog. So yeah, that was cool.
Big fan of the dog.
Yeah, Willie. He's
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I do have a
Long-haired
question for you because you
Okay.
did something that I didn't even know was possible
Okay.
when we were walking around, which was I'm pretty sure you showed up empty-handed and you left like a Santa like a shopping mall Santa Claus
The king of swag.
with sacks of swag. So on your trick-or-treating trip this year, what was the best piece of freebie?
the best freebie. There was a lot of really cool stuff.
That's a tool thing.
Oh, that's right. So I won the Crank Brothers tool toss.
Oh yeah.
Not tool toss. That sounds weird. Ring toss.
No jokes. None
And
whatsoever.
I won a multi tool. That was cool.
So like ponytail on the donkey, but phallic.
Yes.
What else did I get that was pretty cool?
So you had a little basketball for some godforsaken reason?
Oh yeah, I got a little basketball. Well, yeah, for my kids and stuff.
Oh, okay.
They like that stuff. I felt like I put all that stuff on like a table when I got home or when I got to the hotel, and I felt like Tony Montana with like all that cocaine.
You're just gonna take a big line of swag.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Yeah, just doing rail swag. Yeah. So I really
Totally
enjoyed
the same.
myself.
Did you call
Totally
your
the same.
roommate a cockroach after that too?
And I had to give a shout out to Shocks because they have an awesome warranty deal. They were super cool. The headphones that we all wear that go, you can hear ambient sound. Those were awesome. So they gave me a cool warranty on mine. So shout out to Shocks.
On a separate note, we did get to see the first production version of the Colnago Y1 RS that's on U.S. soil today.
Oh.
Oh, where was that? Was that at a?
It was just we were just walking around and
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
it was
I
actually by
missed that. I
Was
missed
it
that.
someone's bike or was it at a
Envy-
booth?
It was by the Envy booth. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was.
That would make
yeah.
sense.
It was pretty
make
rad,
sense.
and
I
it
didn't
looks
see Colnago
it looks
there.
better in person than it does on.
Really?
Yeah, it's really really good.
We saw Primos's bike.
Yes, we did
Yeah,
see
yeah,
promos
yeah,
back in
the
the S work
SLA.
in the specialized booth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting.
What was your? Did you have a favorite bike?
No,
No,
don't.
he just
Don't.
went on a
Did we
tangent.
even
He
go
just
there?
went
Yeah.
crazy.
Are you?
No, I think-
Can you
I think-
actually give us a bicycle? That was
Yeah, no,
available
my
and not a
my favorite bike was probably, so if I had to pick two, it was the Strom, and then it was the bikes over at WRP, which had the that proprietary shifting mechanism.
Oh, yeah.
in the
Oh, that's
bottom bracket
right.
area,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
which I think just from an innovation perspective, it's something different.
Very different.
Both of those bikes, like on the respective road or mountainside, I feel like you don't see that from anyone else. We've always heard about how minimizing frontal areas big and trying to make the bearings smaller.
Yes.
Strom's front end, I was talking to one of the engineers and he said is literally only 22 millimeters wide, which is smaller than the ID of most headset bearings on pretty much any production bike you're going to find today.
Yeah.
It's wild.
And then that WRP gearbox, it looks like that company has, they started making replacement linkages for production bikes.
That's right.
To allow them to go ahead and run mixed wheel setups. Mm-hmm. And now mixed wheel setups on the trail bike side are pretty common with, specialized in the 27.5 in the rear, the mullet setup. And it seems like the big brands caught up to that. Now they're doing their own bike with this, I don't even know what I'd call it. I'd call it a transmission, but it's not really, especially because that would just confuse it with SRAM. But it seems like they are really in tune with what makes sense for development and innovation and really prove out stuff before the big boys, come in and commercialize it.
I mean, it's essentially a hub-based, internally sealed shifting system.
Yeah.
And there was a cabled version, a mechanical version,
Oh,
as
I
well
didn't
as
see
a
that one.
wireless version too. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
I
wire-
didn't see those different ones. Okay.
And the wireless version, it was really interesting to me because when you get down to it, you think about what a electronic drivetrain is, and it's like, well, you've got servos and you have a wireless transmitter and stuff like that. They've made all of their own from the ground up, which I have.
Impressive.
I have a lot of respect for that because
Yeah.
the other bikes I've seen where they've shoved a Eagle derailleur in the bottom bracket area and mounted it upside down. Or whatever.
Do some super jerry rig.
Yeah, whereas this is really well executed.
And totally
Execution's
homegrown.
good.
And similar to that was the Praxis, I guess I'll call it a gearbox,
Yeah.
where they have the
Those flanges that go out.
the expanding flanges which have the actual gear profile mounted onto them.
I thought that was pretty
And
interesting.
I think how many speeds was that?
I only saw two on there.
I thought it was 6 total.
I only saw on that,
Okay.
that thing that was orange.
Yeah, because you guys got some cool slow mo.
Let's save that for another episode. We'll talk about that some other
A deep dive,
we'll deep dive on that
okay.
one, yeah.
All right. Good lord.
So anyhow, aside from me being mean to the French, that was
Okay.
Good stuff.
And also, I will point out, we did spend some time in the Van Rysel booth talking with a wonderful French gentleman who
Who hung with you toe to toe with your ribbing?
he started it.
I know, and it was great.
Yeah, no, and that was
fantastic.
why I had such a good time at that booth.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate, I don't remember, was his name Jens?
Yeah, I want to say something.
Give him a
something
raise
like
if
that.
you're watching this.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I liked the bikes, not one in particular, but the 4 bikes that were in the Gates booth. The Gates belt booth,
The belt
the belt driven
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
all those
Oh,
downhill
you,
bikes.
You love that. You
I
love
do.
the high pivot,
No, I just-
crazy, weird, just
Well, they had the Atherton
So
bike.
much going
they
on
got
there.
they had 4 bikes. Intense had one there. They had all these different bikes, but I just liked
was
looking. They're beautiful because they have all this machining and everything going on in the bottom bracket. It makes sense though because you're taking this thing that traditionally you have all this big mechanism on the rear hub and hanging off and everything, and you put all that weight and everything in the lowest mass where you want it.
Central.
Yeah.
They get the CG nice and low and everything, and then you have and then the chains. Okay, that looks nutty, but I just think it's interesting. Now I don't know if that would have happened as much if Gates didn't have that $100,000 prize to go after for the guy that makes the podium or whatever, top of the podium. But it's incentivizing those companies to try something different, and I think it's healthy to push that direction. We'll see if it actually comes to fruition and it sticks in the long term. But I just was kind of eye candying all that stuff, and it just there's so much going on, and to me in a good way. And maybe it needs a few generations still, but I just thought it was just really interesting.
yeah.
Well, then we saw a number of upside down forks.
Yes,
Fox,
Fox
had
coming
a
down there.
40 upside down prototype that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Coming back around again.
Yep.
Again.
Yeah.
And again.
Well, there's a British company that's doing a really high end one too, and then but Fox has made it. Yeah, I think it's a 10.
I think they're German. There's a British one though. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and,
We'll do a components episode.
yeah. Let's say
later.
that. But there was amazing things. But those are the bikes in the gates.
I did
That
see a
really-
couple of Athertons that were pretty freaking sweet. Those-
I like the way
I've never
they
seen one in
look.
person. That bike was
That always
impressive.
struck me
Really?
as a mountain bike bastion.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Same
I see
idea.
where you're
I mean,
going
I
with that.
like the aesthetic, the way it looks, and I think
Well, the lugs too. Are just,
the
I mean, it
lugs
looks
and everything,
so
and I
cool.
don't think Intenses is good because aesthetically they have these curves.
It's intense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, back in the day they were beautiful, but there's something about with those curves that with the hydroforming of the aluminum on, because they don't do the carbon the way
Yeah.
Athertons are doing it. You know what I mean? And
What's happening back there?
We're about to achieve lift.
I don't know what's happening.
but the aesthetics of them, I mean, they completely changed the profile the way they look, but I think they look really amazing.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Anyways,
think we wrap this one up.
we'll go over some other topics.
I'm sure we'll
later
think
on,
of
but
another bike we really loved.
Oh,
and
for
We'll
sure.
have to revisit.
There was
it.
a lot to see there.
So much.
Overwhelming. This is my first Sea Otter, and it was
It's pretty cool.
totally overwhelming.
Yeah.
To walk around.
This was my third,
Bike
and I
nerd
have to say
overload.
it's substantially larger this year.
Oh, okay.
Was it?
Yeah.
So my bike nerd overload
Two-
wasn't
2 years ago,
unwarranted.
you could walk the show in a day and feel like you didn't miss anything.
No.
This year, you're kind of always finding new stuff, and it's
Yeah.
a lot harder to get your bearings.
It's
with
kind
what
of scary. You feel like if you skip it all, you might miss something like what you know. Like I like the L2 Chinese group set stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I like
really
that
interesting
too,
to actually look at it in person and see the whole lineup.
That's right.
What'd you think of the Lee Coogan gravel bike?
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
Well,
Let's
we're
wrap
talking
this
about
one up.
bikes.
Yeah,
We're talking about
stupid.
bikes. This is bikes.
that was cool. Yeah, that was really cool.
I thought it was. I mean, it's like a leaf spring rear suspension.
Yeah.
It
Like,
reminds me of the BMC slightly. The BMC gravel bike, the Caius, I think it is.
Okay.
Oh no, the URS. And then it also
URS.
reminds me of
Ursa?
it's some sort of weird. It's supposed to mean unrestricted, but it doesn't fit with anything else in their model range. That's another rant for another time.
Okay.
Then it is really similar to Willier had a bike, early days of road disc, where
Oh,
you could
yeah.
where you could do road disc brakes
Or-
and direct mount rim brakes at the same bike.
Whoa.
And they had a
That's a lot of
proprietary
braking.
yeah, and they had a proprietary like rear suspension elastomer type of setup that was suspiciously similar to what they're using on the Lee Coogan.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that was a cool bike.
Yeah.
It's a pretty bike.
Interesting.
That'd be fun to ride one day. Just I've never ridden a gravel bike with a fork on it, so it'd be interesting. To
You mean a suspension fork?
yeah, suspension
You mean a
fork.
mountain
so.
bike?
Mountain
His
bike.
bike's
no,
just
like-
hovering.
Yeah,
in front.
but-
I saw a guy today with a triple clamp
Oh, we saw that.
and a
Oh,
drop, and drop bars.
Yeah, the downhill bike with drop bars.
Yeah, those
A
it was
triple
crazy.
Remember I
Crown?
pointed out to you?
Yeah, yeah.
Triple crown
Yes.
Oh, I pointed to Dorf. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was a
What?
dual crown.
Yeah, the guy had like
Fox,
a 180.
Kashima coated, like
Yeah,
full
with,
downhill bike.
with the drop
With
bars.
drop
Drop
bars.
bars.
Yeah, I saw him
Yeah.
today. It was wild.
Was it
We were leaving.
an e-bike?
No,
No,
It was a downhill bike.
it was a downhill bike with drop bars.
I mean,
It
if
was-
you don't
it was a-
know,
it was a downhill
Sea Otter
gravel
has
bike.
has a really hard pedaling downhill where it's a lot of flow, not much tech, and so people are showing up on different bikes that you would normally see on a downhill. That was
With drop bars on? I mean,
Yeah.
there's-
drop bars is
bars.
totally
That
different.
sounds
I'll give you
kinda
that.
wacky.
Yeah,
yeah. It
but
was-
most
It
people
wasn't
are
an e-bike.
a
How
lot
was
of
I thinking
a lot of
e-bike?
people aren't
It's
even
not
on a
an
triple
e-bike.
clamp.
Okay.
Tomac
all right.
on his way back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's all kinds of weird.
Yeah,
about
it was a
that.
trip.
Anyways, all right.
Sea
So
Otter.
next time, like and
next time.
subscribe, and we'll
Start a
cover-
fight in the comments.
Yes, please.
Probably
about
my
French people.
comments.
Yes.
Mostly your
Mostly my
comments.
comments,
Yeah.
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 Until next time, we're out of here.
Later.